So this is a little bit of a departure from the Mandela effect, but I was watching this YouTube video on Kate Bush, who I like her music generally speaking. I never got bought any of her music or anything, but she was interesting. So this video doesn't prove conclusively in my mind that she is transgender. There's a lot of evidence seems to point that way, but it just sort of triggered my memories. Some of the lyrics from Kate Bush are very interesting. So one song called "Kite" that Kate has written is just laden with symbolism. So I'm just going to get right into it. First of all, we have the first word out of her mouth is Beelzebub, and it's aching in my belly, oh. And she's talking about mirror windows, which is a MK Ultra symbolism. And then there's a hole in the sky with a big eyeball. And then diamonds, which is 33 in numerology. Diamond kite, so she's flying like a diamond kite under the moon, over the moon. She uses the word bullet in a lot of her songs. Sometimes it's silver bullet, so I'm not exactly sure what that is about. Straightforward, like phallic or silver bullet killing a vampire, I think. I'm in 2D, which is interesting. She says she wants to get back after flying like a kite to the homeland dome. And just looking at the cover of the album, has a big eyeball, and her on a kite has the dragon on it, which is the devil. It's pretty on a cross. She's also hanging onto the cross. Very interesting, and it's sort of a Illuminati cross with the multiple bars. One of her videos has eyes wide shut like imagery going on, very intense. Something about like a sat in your lap, like Satan in your lap, and just the word lap itself it's another word. But so we have sat in your lap. See if we can play some of this. Just kind of crazy, like. So here we have some of the lyrics from the song. Some say that knowledge is something that you never have. Some say that knowledge is something sat in your lap. Some say that heaven is hell. Some say that hell is heaven. But it also, again, talks about my dome of ivory, a home of activity. It's very interesting. So then, with this theme of running up that hill, a deal with God, and you don't make deals with God, and but an interesting thing, she's basically what I'm trying to get across here is all of the esoteric symbolism in her music, and she's talking about running up that hill, you know. It's like talking about life, I guess. The problems humans have, and if we were God, and she wants to switch places with God, but it says running up that building, which to me, running up that road, running up that hill, that building, it means the Tower of Babel, in my opinion. And there's like love, hate, love. Very compelling song in terms of its like rhythm, drums are amazing. So that's one thing. Tower of Babel. Not only does Kate Bush have the symbolism, but she also talks about like alternative energy in her song "Cloud Bursting," and it has a boy and his father. She's playing the boy, which is another part of the transgender hint, maybe. And the father looks very much like her own father, which I'll show a picture of later. But she talks about him. He's making rain, and he's a threat to the men in power. It's the men in black coming to get her father. So I'll just play this little clip if we can here.
You could see them coming. You look too small in their big black car to be a threat to the men in the bar. I had my yo-yo in the garden. I can't hide you from the government. Oh God.
So here's Kate Bush with her father and mother.
Oh, yes. What sort of risk?
I mean, risk to make a living out of this show business.
No, not really. I always had great confidence that she would make it. Well, from
One of the more interesting things is this video Experiment 4, which is about a scientist looking again very much like her father, working for the government on a project with sound. And some people think it's this World War II sound project that the Germans had, to destroy people at a distance with the sound. But this looks more like what people talk about when they talk about the Beatles being a weapon, to destroy, people at a distance, quote unquote, to destroy their minds. It look in the video they portray this beautiful angel that looks like Kate Bush coming out of the sound system, going toward the person they have strapped down, and the let me see if I can find the wherever it is here. She looks very beautiful and sweet, and but then very quickly she turns into like a demon that ravages. Let's see if I can. It's kind of really intensely scary, but so I thought that was very interesting. She's essentially talking about what the music industry today is. So here are the lyrics from Experiment 4. We were working secretly for the military. Our experiment in sound was nearly ready to begin. We only know in theory what we are doing. Music made for pleasure, music made to thrill. It was music we were making here until they told us all they wanted was sound that could kill someone from a distance. So we go ahead and the meters are over in the red. It's a mistake in the making. From the painful cries of mothers to a terrifying screamer, recorded it and put it into our machine. It could feel like falling in love. It could feel so bad. It could feel so good. It could sing you to sleep. But that dream is your enemy. We won't be there to be blamed. We won't be there to snitch. I just pray someone there can hit the switch. And the public are warned to stay off.